Hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Talkies on Herald TV with me, Clinton D'Souza. And today I have with me two of the key players of Forza Goa, that is FC Goa women's team, that is Kimberly and Valeni Fernandez. So yes, I have with me Kimberly Fernandez. Kimberly, welcome to Herald TV. And first of all, tell me, how is it feeling to be on Herald TV and also speaking to some of your fans out here?
Thanks for having me. It's quite exciting to be honest. Coming back from um, break that we went on from nationals, and great to be back playing and great to speak to you as well.
Hmm. All right. Kimberly, first of all, we have seen that you're not only part of football, you have also part in much more curricular activities. So how do you balance when it comes to football and your other social activities as well?
I think I've been doing it all my life, and so it comes naturally. And what I'm doing is mainly involved in football and sports, and so it kind of goes hand in hand where I play and then also work in football towards development of football and the social side of it as well. So I think it goes hand in hand, and it's something that I really love doing every day. So it's not really a job. It comes naturally, and it's just it's just part of my day to day now.
We've also seen at a very young age, you have been part of other senior teams, right, in Maharashtra, then also in the Bodyline HC. So how do you feel being a Goan representing in others states also and now coming back to FC Goa? So describe for me in few words your journey so far.
I've grown up playing in Maharashtra, in Bombay. Um, the experience, obviously, that's the only sort of football I knew. But playing in Goa was a whole other ball game in terms of the atmosphere, in terms of just how exciting it is to play in Goa, the level of football, and just everybody so involved in the sport. Everybody really backs the teams, that are in their areas, and playing for a club like FC Goa in Goa is a whole other ball game. It's quite exciting and thrilling to play every game, honestly.
Going ahead, when it comes to football, what are the things that actually makes you or keeps you motivating to play football?
To be honest, it's just a love for the game, um, and the camaraderie you get while playing with a team, getting to meet girls from different backgrounds, different places, who all just love the same sport. That's what keeps me going, and it just teaches you so much, not only about the technical and physical part of football, but you learn so much more. You get to see so much more as well, and I think that's what keeps me going in football.
Okay, I want to ask this question. I think you must have come across this question many a times that being a woman, how difficult was it to come into this men dominating sport?
I would like to say that it was male dominated, and we are moving to a more equal future, hopefully. But growing up, it was really difficult to kind of idolize or look up to female footballers because we didn't really know of any, or didn't have exposure, and weren't able to watch matches of female footballers. So, like you rightly said, it was quite difficult to relate to other girls playing because not a lot of girls would play sports like football. And so it was difficult to find a team to play for, um, find places to play at tournaments, um, as compared to what it is now. To be honest, now it's fairly more, there's fairly more opportunities and more women to idolize. But growing up, yeah, it was quite difficult. Like the only people I grew up playing with were all boys. Um, so you feel like the odd one in a sea of
Mm.
boys playing football. But then once you find your way into the actual space where there are a lot of girls who play football, we just need to kind of have more exposure for the women's side of things.
Well, it's a very common question, I think, that I ask every women footballer that I've met or interviewed so far, will be that how was the support when it comes to your family?
I've always had support, and I know that a lot of girls or even boys for that matter have had it difficult. And I feel like that's because of the situation of sports. But I was very lucky. My dad was a footballer, and so that's how I got into football. And so he was always very supportive, and so was my mom. And to be honest, my whole family is very supportive and used to come to my football games. And even now, whenever there is an opportunity, they'll be at all my games. So there was always that support, and that played a huge part in me being able to play football right up till now, because I think having your family support what you're doing is very important also.
Man, well, going ahead, I want to know at what age did you come to know, okay, football is something that I'm going to make my career in?
So I I can't tell you at like what age specifically, but I've kind of always wanted to work in sport because so apart from football, I also played basketball and I did athletics, and so
Hmm.
sport was like a huge part of my life.
Hmm.
And I always knew I wanted to work in sport and play as much as I could. And so I think it just came naturally. And when opportunities came by, I would take every opportunity that I could to play at whatever level, at the best level that I could. So I would just say it came naturally.
Okay, you said it came naturally, but I want to know, if not a footballer, what would Kimberly be?
I'd probably be working in football or something, a coach. I mean, I am coaching kids now,
Hmm.
but whatever I'd be doing something in sport for sure.
Okay. You just said that you are coaching some kids as well. So at this very young age to be a coach, how do you feel first of all? And what is the response that you get from the kids out there when you coach them or when you train them?
I think the kids love it because they can relate to you,
Hmm.
and especially young girls. So
Hmm.
I have my own academy, and we kind of train kids at the grassroots level, and
Hmm.
so we have all female coaches. So having that sort of setup, we're able to encourage a lot of young girls to play football because, like I said, when I was growing up, I didn't have any female footballers or female coaches to kind of look up to and resonate with. And but now, like we want to kind of bridge that gap and be that for the younger girls,
Hmm.
and in the hopes of having more girls play football in the future.
Okay. You said that you hope for more women and more girls to come out and play football. So my last question will be is that what will be your message for the young girls who are planning to make their future in sport or in sport A, and B is that when it comes to football?
One is don't let anybody tell you that you can't.
Okay.
Because every time someone tells you you can't, I feel like you should do it just to prove them wrong.
Hmm.
And there's nothing like sport. You get to travel, you get to meet new people, you get to play such a beautiful game. It's just very wholesome, and you won't get that any other way. So it's something that if you have the opportunity to do, and if you love the sport, take all the opportunities that come your way to continue playing.
All right. Thank you so much,
And
Kimberly, for yeah, tell me, go ahead. You were saying something.
I was just going to say, with regards to football,
Hmm.
the future in football, I think, is female. We have so many women's tournaments that India is hosting now with the AFC Championships, with the FIFA Under 17 World Cup. It's just great opportunities and things that we didn't have when we were growing up. So I feel like all the girls who are starting to play or who are playing and who are obviously younger than me should take this as like a huge opportunity because there's never been anything bigger than this in India. So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for your precious time. Wish you all the very best and hope you continue to make Goa proud and your family and friends as well. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for your precious time. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yes, after speaking to Kimberly Fernandez, I have with me Valerie Fernandez, who is also one of the key players of FC Goa, the women's team. First of all, Valerie, welcome to Herald TV. And As I asked Kimberly before we start this conversation, I want to ask a similar question to you: is that how is it difficult, or was it? Did you face any difficulties when it comes to playing football in Goa or here in Goa, and especially playing for FC Goa? Was it difficult to play football? Because football is said to be the male dominating sport. So, how difficult was it to play a male dominating sport?
In Goa, I felt it was not difficult for me like to play for FC Goa, especially because we in FC Goa women's team we get the same opportunity, we get the same things as the men's team. So I feel it wasn't that difficult for me.
But how was the response when it comes to you? What was the response that you received when you said, "Okay, I'll be playing football"? So, how was it for you?
When I started, if I am going to say like from the start, then if when I started, it was very difficult. Like the locality, like the people around were like, "Oh, that's the man's guy. You cannot play. You
Hmm.
are a girl. You cannot play football." And especially when I stay in Ponda, it was difficult for me because the way I started, people around were like, "Arey, you're so thin, and you are a girl. You cannot play football. That's the man's game. What are you going to do next?"
Hmm.
So I had to fight all about this and then just come into this game, and I fell in love with this game and I started playing. That's how it was tough.
Hmm. If I go to check your kind of a data that I have, Valani, you almost started your football career at the age of 6. So I want to know, at the age of 6, how was it playing football, and what motivated you to go into football?
Well, I have a brother, elder brother. His name is Volney. He was the man who started playing, and I was encouraged by him. And my grandfather was a GFA referee. His name was Anacleto. And one day, I just started playing in my locality. So somehow, I have a friend named Aaron De Silva who's right now playing in the Hyderabad team. So I used to play with him when I was small, and his mom was very supportive towards it. My parents did not have any idea about all this. Like they did not know. First of all, I was so pretty. Now I feel cutting my hair. I feel ugly. But then when I was small, I was really pretty. And yeah, so I started playing there. And my dad, one day we went for St. Francis Xavier Feast. So he was like, maybe you take that doll. And I made that face and I said, I don't want the doll. I want football. If you can buy that for me, it will be great. He just looked at me like that and he's like, what is wrong with you? And he came back home and he spoke to my mom, what's wrong with baby? What is she doing? And all that stuff. He started. But then the most secret thing was I used to make small mud laddus and keep it in my cupboard, store them. And once they were dried, I used to pin them and keep them aside. So one day my dad went outside in the rack to just see where my shoes and all were. And he found all these laddus of ball. Like it was my kind of ball. I used to pin them and keep. So he was a little worried. He was thinking, what is wrong? And one day he just broke them. He was like, these are mud laddus. What are you going to do with them? And he broke it. So somehow I started from here. So it was my brother and it was Aaron who was like right behind my success, I feel like. And then my parents, because they did not have any idea about football, they didn't know anything. But now my dad, my parents, they come for all my games, let it be any game, they come for all the games. So my dad knows everything now. He'll just sit in front of the TV and he'll be like, oh, that's a fall. He'll start all this. So from there, then it just went on.
Okay, I think that's very impressive, I can say. But as you said at the initial start, they were not happy the way you were going into football. But how do they feel now, looking at you playing for FC Goa, one of Goa's pride team? So, what do you have to say? How is their reaction on that?
My parents are really happy now. They started like they knew about like they were like you're gonna do nothing in this football, and they were like you're so pretty playing that game. You're becoming dark. Look at your skin. They were just going on, going on, going on. And one day when I had gone for a nationals, I had no idea about anything because I'm from Ponda. There are no news which comes to Ponda, nothing. And I went for a nationals and I got selected, and I did not know anything about it. So next day it used to come on the paper. It came on the paper. So early morning, my mom wake me up and she's like, "Baby, get up, see." I said, "What, mom?" Something or the other. It will be my name. I said, and I said, "I'll wake up later." So she was like, "No, no, something else." And I woke up, and there was a big heading on the paper saying Veleni to lead Goa under 13 team. I said, "Arey, come on, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all are just fooling around me." So that was the time they just changed into thing, and they were like, "Okay, there's something happening. Like,
Mm,
okay, you're getting something into this.
mm.
Okay, then that's gonna be good." So that's how my parents turned their sake, and they were like, "Okay, you want to continue, you play." From that time onwards till now, they have never stopped me from playing any games.
Recently, you also went for the national. So, could you share the experience playing there as well?
The recent nationals, actually, I did not turn out with the nationals because I had a job interview. So I could not go for it. I was with the
Okay.
team. I was training. Yeah, I could
Ah.
not.
Okay. Okay. Tell me one thing. I want to know how is the reaction among your friends when you play as a woman when you play football, and maybe there are lots of other friends also, some friends of yours who maybe not playing into football. So I want to know what is their reaction who are non-football, who don't have any football background, and they see you playing football out
So basically, with the girls, it's like that. Like they are like, "You play football? Don't that ball? You are not scared of the ball?" They start all these things. So I don't know what to answer them. I say, "Arey Baba, that's nothing like that. Once you start playing, you'll understand how it goes." So
there.
all these type of questions are very difficult with the girls to answer them.
Hmm. Okay. By before we end this conversation, I have very few minutes out there, but I want to know if you were not a footballer, what would you be? Because I know you had a dream right from your childhood about that football, football, football. But if in case if you were not a footballer, what would Melanie Fernandez be?
I had not thought about it because I was totally into it. But then, if not that, then maybe into police, yeah, army or something like that.
Okay. So as you said, you're police, so you would be in police army. So is Valeni Fernandez very serious when it comes? She's off the pitch, or how are you in your reality?
Actually, if you go to see, I'm on and off the pitch. I'm really serious with things. I like if it comes to something about football, okay, football. If it's something about serious life, okay, it's serious. Like
Okay. So my last question to you will be, being a woman, what will be your message for those who want to make a future in football, and even those young girls who want to make something in life, and though it is maybe a male, as football is a male dominating sport, maybe there are different kinds of things that are male dominated. So what will be your message to tell the people out there, or tell the youngsters not to think about what people will say, just follow your dreams? What will be your message for
okay, well, I would like a special request and a special message to all the parents out there. Like my parents were a little shaky in the start, but then they came to know about all this. So I would like to like tell all the parents around to please, if the girl is going somewhere, please encourage the girl. It's not only the men's sport, it's the women's sport as well.
that?
The girl can also do something in football, in sports. So a request to all the young girls, work hard. Let's
Hmm.
go for it.
All right. Thank you so much, Valini, for your precious time. We wish you all the very best, and continue to make Goa, the Ponda cars, and entire country proud in all that you do. Thank you so much, Valini, for your precious time. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's all we have in today's edition of Sports Talkies. We'll see you next time, next week, with much more another future stars and stars of Goa here only on Herald TV.